Daughter called me sobbing at the market. A group of old church ladies were cornering her, berating her for not being a good Christian. They were sent by my ex-mother-in-law. The same woman who tried to take my kids and lied to her entire church about us. If you've ever been pushed too far by a toxic law or wanted to shut down a liar, use truth, this one's for you. Hit like, subscribe to MoroTales, and brace yourself. Satisfying revenge stories you'll hear. She forgot one thing, my receipts come in and they sing louder than any sermon. After 17 years of marriage, betrayal hits like a freight train. When my husband died suddenly in a car accident, the lies didn't die with him. Hey, I'm 46. Mother of 2 teenage girls, my entire world. After my husband passed, I thought the worst was over. What came after was hell led by my ex-in-laws. People I once called family. Let's back up. My ex had been cheating for years. Not just emotionally. He had 2 sons with another woman and a affair who died shortly after he did. It left the boys orphaned and left my ears traumatized. Because they were the ones who uncovered the truth. I found the messages. I saw the pictures. They were the ones who told me he was gone. But the emotional wreckage was beginning. Instead of comforting the girls or even apologizing, my ex's parents, 78 and 80 years old, started trying to wrest custody of daughters from me. Custody. Then came the cherry on top. They wanted to move in with us. What's happening? We were in the middle of a custody battle. Tensions were boiling. And then they crossed a line that no decent should ever cross. The market incident. It was my youngest daughter's birthday weekend. She turned 15. Instead of a full party, we went to the local market, a beautiful place filled with laughter, the smell of fresh fruit and bread. I gave her a little cash and told her to go. About an hour in, my phone rang. It was her. Panicked. She'd been cornered. Not by creep. 6 old women from my ex-in-laws. They were yelling at her, telling her she was Christian for not spending time with grandparents or for refusing to be a big sister to her father's affair. They were harassing a grieving teenager about father's cheating and trying to guilt into bonding with the kids he hid behind backs. My heart snapped in half. My eldest and I ran. Found her. There they were, 6 of them, pointing fingers, quoting Bibles, using God like a weapon. I stepped in, told my eldest to take her and the shopping to the car. Then I said the horde. "You will never come near my daughters again," I said through clenched teeth. He told me I was disobedient, that I wasn't a proper Christian wife, that my exes deserved to live with us because they were elderly and heartbroken. One of them hissed, "Your daughters are just you, cold and ungrateful." I lost it. I told them about the cheating, lies, trauma. I didn't care. The market security asked us all to leave because the scene got too loud. They followed me to the car. Vultures. Out of a horror movie. I didn't yell. I didn't scream. I drove home. In silence. At night, I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I planned. Till the truth shall be shared in binders. I remembered something about that church. They're not the most open-minded group, but if there's one thing they don't tolerate, cheating. They're old school. Hardcore. Husband cheats, gets excommunicated. They'll forgive anything except adultery. Oh, how did my ex-mother-in-law avoid that? He lied. He posted on the church's Facebook group the affair partner was a surrogate. But I couldn't bear more kids. Claimed I hated the boys because they were boys. Claimed we threw her and her husband into lies. The divorce wasn't finalized when my husband died. Legally, I could still release all of our evidence without issue. So I did. I spent the next day at a print shop. Photos of him making out with the affair in our living room. Screenshots of texts where he called her, his messages between him and his parents during the affair. Emails where they blamed my daughters for the father's death. One message 2 days after the funeral called girls bastards. It took hours. I had everything printed high quality, full. Then, I assembled them into custom binders. Covers looked like innocent hymn books, just like the ones the church used for Sunday. Truth. Raw. Unforgiving. Undeniable. The opening page? A photo of my husband with mistress locking lips on our couch. Underneath, a love story, ex's name and his name. Of holy fire, the church reacts. Sunday, I walked into the church alone. In the back. It holds spare hymn books. No one checks them. I slipped my binders in. Then I walked out. By the time the sermon ended, the gossip had spread like wildfire. People were shocked. The Facebook group turned into a battlefield. Names were being dropped. Accusations flying. The pastor had to step in just to keep the PG-13. Ex-in-laws? Egged. People were disgusted, not just by the thing, but by how they'd harassed 2 daughters. Me. I still thought I was in the wrong for initiating the divorce. Even they said it was understandable. I even got 2 apology letters. One for each, and an invite back to church. I said I deserved grace. That I had lost my under great pain. Unlike my husband and his Jezebel, there's hope for me. Collision F climactic revenge payoff. My ex-mother-in-law posted on her own page later. He was devastated. He doesn't care for the elderly anymore. No one stands by the righteous. My great son would have taken care of us. The irony? He helped him cheat. He tried to steal my daughters. He sent church women to harass them in public. Now, he's been shamed by the very people she turned against us. Best part? I didn't have to raise my voice. I didn't lie. I just gave them the truth and let it preach. There's a line in every story where pain ends, justice begins. Sometimes the most righteous thing you do. Shine a light on the lies people thought buried in the dark. If that story left speechless, hit that like button and let us know in the comments. What would you have done? For more real revenge stories that prove truth is the sharpest sword, subscribe to MoroTales and turn on notifications. Tales drop weekly. You won't want to miss a single one.